Today I have a new microphone in for testing. It's the Sony ECM-CS3. This is a lapel microphone, very simple device, but you do have stereo recording as well. I listed at the top there some of the specs on the unit. This is the package that it comes in. Few features on the front. It just says tie clip microphone, and you have a crisp clear audio recording and a 360-degree rotating clip, so we'll see how that stacks up in the real world when we test it shortly. Now you only get the microphone included with this, there's no extras at all. On the back you can see a few more bits of information. You'll also notice it says you can plug it into an audio recording device. You can, or a computer, but remember, if you're going to plug it into a phone you will need to get an adapter to use on the phone. The instructions are fairly simple and straightforward. As with Sony, usually they tend to go a bit over the top with the instructions, and this is no different. You've got every single language that exists, but still it gives you the information that you need included. We'll just take the mic out of the box. It's not the most eco-friendly packaging, I have to admit, but it does the job, I suppose. And we'll take the microphone out and have a closer look at that. You get an L-shaped plug on this, and it's gold plated. Looking at the microphone, you'll see the silver casing. This is plastic all around. This includes the clip as well, and it rotates and locks in 90-degree increments. So you've got full 360-degree rotation, and it locks off in 4 positions. Look at the top there, you'll see the left and right position for the mic. We'll do a quick audio test now, and I'll come back with a conclusion. Audio recording test on the Sony A77. I'm about a foot behind the camera, onboard microphone, stereo mics, and I'm talking at a normal volume as I would do normally in a video. These are the onboard microphones, just to give you an idea of the sound quality. This is a quick demonstration of the Fuji X10 onboard microphone. Now this mic is about the same distance as the other ones. On the Sony camera that I was testing, I'm about a foot away, speaking from behind the camera, but at a reasonably normal volume level, so you can compare this to the other recordings. What I'm doing now is an audio test with the external Sony stereo microphone plugged in, speaking again, same volume, same distance from the camera. Now this is clipped to my collar on my t-shirt. So we're listening to the lapel microphone, the Sony lapel microphone plugged into the A77. So we'll be able to compare the sound output from the two of them and see which might be more suitable. Okay, you should have been able to hear the difference between the microphones, and there were some quite substantial ones. In addition to that, I'm recording this on a headset microphone, a mono headset microphone. They vary in quality significantly from quite good, I would class this one as pretty good, down to quite poor, where you get a lot of interference in the background, or you'll get breath and things like that showing up. This is one of the better ones that I've tried, so you can factor that in as well. Now the first camera with the onboard microphone with the A77 camera, and they're stereo, and they're not actually bad for onboard mics, but you can hear there's quite a lot of hiss in the background. It tends to gain up quite a lot, that camera, and you don't have any control over the levels. Second camera is the Fuji X10, older model. It's not particularly well known for its video or audio quality, but it isn't actually too bad. The problem is you get electronic interference and things like that, and it's mono, so not particularly impressive, and you can't actually do anything with that camera. You can't plug into the camera, there's no microphone input at all. The last recording was me with the CS3 mics plugged into the Sony camera, and it's adjusting the levels itself, so it may be some slight clipping there because I can't bring the levels down. There's no manual control on that. The newer models have manual levels, but anyway, you should be able to hear there's quite a substantial difference in sound quality. So overall, I like the Sony stereo mics. The ECM-CS3 is a good microphone. For the price, it's an excellent microphone, and if you've got it set up well, you will be able to get good quality recordings. Couple of disadvantages: it's kind of plasticky feeling. Don't know how well that clip will hold up. It doesn't feel like it's fragile, but I'm wondering how long the endurance of the mic will be. But that's basically what you get at this price point. And another point, if you're going to be some distance away from a camera or wherever you're recording from, you might want to get an extension cable It's really quite a short cable, maybe an extra 20-30 centimeters would have been useful to have just to give you a bit more extra room to work with. But overall, I give this an 8 out of 10 for a budget stereo mic. It's actually pretty good, and if you don't need the stereo, you can always down mix to mono later on, so that's not really a disadvantage at all.